Good morning, class 6. Today we will start with the first poem, A House, a Home. It was written by Lauren M. Halley. Lauren M. Halley. M stands for Martha. She was from France, and it was her writing style that she used to write very simple poems, but they are thought provoking. From the name you can see that here the poet is trying to make the reader think the difference between a house and home, right? Before we proceed, children, you are going to write down the whole poem along with the name of the poet in your notebook. Thereafter, you will be doing the question answers and the word meaning, which I will be sending you in after the video. Please do complete your work on time so that by the next week or maybe by the first week of next month, your notebooks will be collected. So your work should be up to date. Now, here the poet is saying, what is a house? It's brick and stone, and wood that's hard, some window, glass, and perhaps a yard. So the poet is, first of all, in the first line, she is questioning what is a house. So she is trying to make the readers think that how can we define a house. So it's like you can say a constructed place where cement, bricks, and all is used to make a place where people are living, or where the physical thing maybe things are kept, but then the bonding between there that is not there with the obviously when we are talking about the physical feature, only the constructed place, that is the house. So how can you define a house? It's brick and stones. Obviously bricks and stones are used to construct a house, and wood that's hard, some window, glass, and perhaps a yard. So you must have seen that there are some houses there are where there is a yard, where like you can say a place outside the open space sort of place, but all the houses they do not have this. It's eaves and chimney and tile floors. So now roof that which hangs over the edge, something like you can say, you must have seen the roof which covers your window. So that place is known as eaves. So if you have to tell the meaning, it can be that roof that hangs over the edge or it covers the window, etc. So that is eave. So and perhaps a yard, it's eaves and chimneys. Chimneys you must have seen, most of the houses they have chimneys. And tile floors, so the floors which have the tiles for decorative purpose. And stucco and roof and lots of doors. So stucco is like you can say it is like fine plaster, which is like used for decorative purpose. You must have seen that if you visit some certain places, or maybe in your home itself, the roofs they have these decorative plaster. That is like plaster, where plaster of Paris is used for these decorative ceilings. So that is stucco. So and stucco and roof and lots of doors. So there are many doors in a house. Now in the second stanza, the poet is asking, what is a home? Now, the poet is trying to differentiate between a house and a home. So, home, it's a loving and family and doing for others. So, this is a difference here. In house, they are telling you about the physical thing, like the hard things like stone, brick, windows, glass. And here, when we are talking about home, here the family is living together, which has love, which shares a bonding with each other, and they take care of each other, they do things for each other to please each other. And who all are there in the family? It's brothers and sisters, and fathers and mothers. So the family consists of brother, sister, the mothers and fathers. Here it maybe your grandparents and other family members. So if they are all living together, so that is a family. And it's selfish act means when a person is doing something for someone in the family, where you can say they do not have any selfish motive, like you must have seen there are people who help you in times of need, but then they have something in their mind that okay, if I'll help that person, he or she will give me this thing. So they have that selfish motive. But in a family, people, they do not have selfish motive. They help each other, they take care of each other. Like for example, if you fall ill, your mother takes care of you, or maybe your siblings, maybe your elder brother and sister, they take care of you, they help you in doing your things. But then they do not have any selfish motive. They know that you are not going to give them something in return. So where something is not expected in return, and just the kind act is being done without any expectation, it's unselfish acts and kindly sharing. So you love to share things with each other. Like there might be children who are very like small in the family. They do not know the, or they do not understand the meaning of sharing, but otherwise the siblings, they love to share things with each other. And if you do share small things with each other, maybe something which you like to eat, or sometimes your experiences, you feel nice. If you have felt something bad in the school, or maybe you have your friend said something and you were hurt, all these things, if you share with your siblings, they will try to console you, and that ways you feel nice. And same thing if you do with your younger siblings, they will also feel nice. So this is what a family is. they this is what the bonding is with among the family. And kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So if you are sharing these things, if you are like there for anyone and everyone in the family at time of need, so this is a way you are showing them that you are always there, and you are always taking care of them, you are always standing with them in whatever time it comes, right? So children, you have to learn the name of the poem as well as the name of the poet. There will be some questions like reference to context, in which maybe 2 3 lines of the poem will be given, and few questions will be asked, and you have to answer those questions there. That is known as reference to context. I'll be sending you few of them, so you may do it in your notebooks. This will give you an idea how you will getting the questions in the exam. That's all, children. Take care of yourselves. Be safe at home. Please complete your work on time, so that whenever it is asked, you can submit your notebooks for correction. Please don't wait for any further notifications, or don't wait for the 11th hour. Then only you are going to do your work, because if you do it right now, the work will be neat and clean. And if you wait for the 11th hour, then it will be, you do too much work together, so obviously the work will not be very neat and clean, and you get marks for your notebooks. So please take care, children, of your notebooks. Do your work on time. Thank you.